All right, we have something interesting we're working on today. This is a 1963 Volvo 544. People really like these cars. It's PV 544 for the enthusiasts. I don't know what the PV stands for. So they have a kind of a fastback look to them. You can see the swooping back glass and the rounded trunk. They're pretty neat. Pretty popular car in its day. Got a pretty large trunk. You can see it goes all the way in there. The whole interior for the car is in the trunk. I should say this car is somewhat of a barn find. It's been found and I'm helping get it to the last stages. Brakes, carburetor tuning, engine running type of thing. So what we're going to do is do a little video display of this car and talk about it a little bit, and we'll go for a drive. Again, I said this is a 1963 Volvo 544. Really unique shape, very popular in some circles, and really interesting. Let's take a look at the inside. See the old door handles here. Lots of chrome, lots of metal. This car is being put back together, so you have to excuse some of the things that are not assembled. The glove box latch is not on there, so the door is popped open. Metal dash, a little pad on top. That's your safety. That's your safety there. There's no seat belts or anything, of course. We have our what I call thermometer speedometer. So as the faster you go, this little scroll comes across and it lights up orange, and we'll demonstrate that on our drive. But you've got a 120-mile speedometer, temperature gauge, amp meter, trip odometer, which for 63 that's pretty unusual, and then a regular odometer and your fuel gauge. Pretty simple gauges. You've got horn works, big old horn ring, old-fashioned vent windows, nice old headliner, and it would come to really comfortably seat 4 people. It's sort of big inside. See how the gear shift goes way forward? Kind of reminiscent of a truck. So let's take a look under the hood. I've already popped the hood. The hood latch is under the dash, and the hood is a reverse opening, like so. So the hood opens like that, and there's a 4-cylinder 1.8 liter, I believe, very common Volvo engine. It has twin SU carburetors, and what else? Overhead valve, but not overhead cam. Batteries there, the heater's right over there, brake fluid reservoir. Notice the heater fan just draws in some cool air there from on the side of the radiator, blows it through the external heater core. The Swedish were very big on having heat because it's cold in Sweden. Pretty neat. Now this car has some rust issues in the tank, so I've got an extra filter on there. I want the owner to check that out. I've just gone through and cleaned out the carburetors. The car ran really bad, didn't stop very good either. Let's take a look at this side of the engine. You can see your 4 spark plugs, glass bowl fuel filter on top of the fuel pump, and a point style distributor. This has the old armored core coil. So the ignition switch is actually part of the ignition coil. Wrap that around your head. There's only one lead on there that goes to the points. Pretty simple fuse box. Anyhow, that's what this car looks like from the outside. Pretty cool. A lot of people made hot rods out of these because they like the styling. If you look in the fastback window here, you'll see my camera mount, and that means we're going to take a ride. So I'm going to shut the camera off and hook it up to the mount, and we're going to take it for a little drive and see what you think. Okay. Oh, I almost forgot. One of the cool details about this old Volvo 544 is the mud flaps. Aren't those cool? It has mud flaps all the way around the car, but the rear ones have the highlighted Volvo in white, which I think is pretty neat. Real chrome bumpers. Okay, let's take that drive. All right, well, hello there. Welcome to another drive with me. Demonstrating a 1963 Volvo 544. This is a bigger car than I'm used to showing off. I do a lot of microcar stuff, but this is a pretty cool car. The camera there is attached to the rear window. and there's a lot of room. I feel like you're really far away from me compared to some of the cars where the camera's like right here in the back window. Again, this is a 1963 Volvo 544, 4-speed transmission, and about 100 horsepower, give or take, 1.8 liter dual carbs. And we're going to take it on a little drive here. I just did a bunch of work to it to get it running good. It's a little rough interior wise because it's still being put back together, but the owner is pretty enthusiastic and I'm sure it'll be up to snuff in no time. So let's go for that ride. You can see the controls here. I don't know if you can pay attention to the thermometer speedometer as I drive. There's a ribbon of red that'll start here at 0 and work its way across. We're not going to go real fast, but it's really interesting to see that. So, you hear that 4-cylinder? Reverse is up. Oh, the horn doesn't work. This car was barn found, and I know you can hear it when I let out the clutch. You can hear the rust scraping off the clutch disc. You hear that? I don't know if you can hear that. Let's go this way. Oh, here comes a big truck. See how we'll squeeze through here. There's a big truck coming. Nothing like a semi on a little tiny road. Oh, and our glove box is popping. Pretty neat car. I like these things. They drive real nice. A lot of traffic today. Have an awesome turning radius. Check this out. Woo. So thanks for going for a ride. I didn't get a chance to really get that odometer, speedometer up there. You have to trust me that the ribbon is really cool. The faster you go, it kind of pays you back. So we'll see you next time. Thanks. Well, hey, you're still there. Thanks for staying tuned. You know, I was thinking, didn't really take it for that long of a drive. Didn't get up to speed because there's so much traffic on my little street. But traffic is cleared, and I think I want to take it out a little further to see how she does, get it up into 3rd and 4th gear. So if you're willing to hang tight, let's do that. Let's do that right now. Oh, this little seat thing is all balled up. There we go, gotta have her beads. So again, this is a 1963 544 Volvo. We'll go for a drive. So much fun. I love my job. Oh, glove box. Maybe we can see that little ribbon of a speedometer go up to 40 or so here. I'll wait for some cars to go by. Classic Volvo. I feel like I'm in Sweden. U-turn here. Amazing turning radius. Yeah, that's more like it. Thanks for coming along the extended drive. That was much more fun. Got it up to 50 miles an hour with our thermometer speedometer. It's really a ribbon, but I like to call it that. And we'll blow the cobwebs out of this baby. Brakes are still a little pulley. Acceleration's not what I'd like it to be. Just needs to be driven. And we gotta fix our glove box. Thanks for coming along. See you next time.